it's so hard to be as badass as you guys have been. You know, just in here when we have our show, and this is just, you know, like my burning passion is racing, and I love watching it. I watched you guys race the tour. Like the last race was just, it was a great race as a race fan to watch you try to beat Silk and Silk doing whatever he's doing. And it's sometimes like these guys want to pick you for who won the week, and I can't pick you because you win a lot.
I know, right. I was giving Sid some crap over the summer.
Yeah, like you win so much, it's hard to give you.
Yeah, it's a discussion we often have, like, because you want to think relatively with who won the week. Like, if someone really pops off, it's like, all right, like maybe they won the week. And even a lot of times they're like, well, it's obviously Bonsignore. It's like, well, he kind of won last week, and like he kind of won the week before that. I'm like, right. You never know, like, yeah, this is the week we're going to give it to him.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I think the last race was deserving when you just you guys just hitting on all cylinders when you needed to be.
Yeah, the last 3 races, it was 2 weeks, 13 days. We won 4 races and a boatload of money. It was unreal. I never won 3 races in a row on a tour.
Right.
So to do that and to win the championship all at once, it was.
You know, it's like the analogy.
Surreal.
Remember when UConn got into the championship? They had a mid-par season.
Yeah.
And they just get in when it counted. And I'm not saying you had a mid-par season, but just ran the table.
Yeah.
When it counted, when it's go time, you just run the table.
Yeah, we kind of were under the radar a good chunk of the year. We were like top 5 in it to death almost every week. And then, you know, we won a couple. You know, we won some big ones. We won Richmond and Loudon.
Yeah, but you didn't win Riverhead, did you?
No.
That's what I'm saying, because I remember I picked you. Besides that one, but were you leading that race when he got you?
Yeah.
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 But I mean, that's always a given. Like when we were doing our pick'ems, it was a given to me.
They've been really good at Riverhead. They jumped us at Riverhead, and we worked really hard to get back there.
Yeah.
And this year, the 256, the pit stop race was just, we were really, really close, and you know, we just didn't end up on the good end of it. But
right.
You know, we've been better. It was second half of the season we kind of found stuff. We went back to some older setups, and then we went from 4th or 5th to 2nd or 3rd, and you know, it just kept continuing. Then we brought out a different car, and then it was just for some reason lights out.
I'm curious. So when you guys are racing, I'm sure you and Ryan must have a great relationship, right? Pretty transparent with each other.
Yeah.
How much say do you have? And you're like, Ryan, I really feel like, we need to put a spring back here. Or none of that. You just say, this is what's happening. Because I don't know anything. I go racing with my nephew, Brody. It's so next level to me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you guys need me to wax the car? Because I'll wash the car out. But
I was fascinated when I was doing the Stefanik doc and I interviewed Barry Cannell. And he was talking about this shorthand that him and Michael had, and how valuable it was, where their sensibilities were so in line that Michael just had to tell him a couple things and he knew exactly what he needed.
Yeah.
And it was a really good place to be.
Is that the type of relationship you guys have?
Yeah, and that was something we were concerned about in the beginning, and we didn't test before we went racing, and it was like the first day we just gelled. And we use a 10 scale. What's the car doing? We break down the corner as much as we can, and he'll ask a 10 scale of every part of that corner. And he understood it's a 6 here and 4. He understood it to the exact amount of adjustment that we need to make. And
that's impressive,
right? Ever since, we really never get into it. Any type of arguing. It's very business-like. He understands what I'm saying. I understand what he's saying. We believe in each other. It's a really good relationship. I've said for a long time now, I'm done racing if he's done racing. It's why would you do it without him?
Right.
Yeah, him and Ken, but
right.
You're not going to get any better than Ryan Stone.
Yeah, that's impressive because you guys been at it so long. Obviously, there's a strong connection there because I thought earlier in this year, and this is just as a fan looking. I don't know if you were up to what everybody expects of the 51 car.
Yeah.
Right? Because Silk came out speed weeks.
Yeah, he should have won the first 5 tour races.
Right.
Yeah.
Firing on all cylinders.
Speed,
and then he was just crushing them in those open races down there. Where are these guys coming from? Holy shit.
It's you're human, so you're going to be like, wow, what are we going to do to get to that? And then, you end the season and they're struggling pretty mightily, and we're winning every race. So it's like it flips so quick.
It's crazy.
Right.
Emmerling got hot in the middle of the summer, so it's really, really hard to to just pinpoint. We didn't do anything different to win those last 3 races, and we won them convincingly. Like, you know, everybody thinks we, you know, came out with something, you know, new. It was a different car. It was just another car that we finally got back together, and it was just a good story to tell that, oh, we brought out a different car. It wasn't anything special. I mean, granted, those tracks are kind of in my wheelhouse and more comfortable at and run well at, but it's not like we, you know,
Right.
did
Well, you
different.
guys were dominant, though.
Dude, I mean, you think racing was bad. Like, Tri predicted the winner every week. Like, we're in here basically flipping a coin. Like, all right, Ron Silker, Bonsignore. Like, who's going to be the pick for the week? Then Emmerling comes out of nowhere. Like, oh, it's a one-off, and that keeps going.
He had a great stretch.
He definitely turned the wick up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And we started crashing each other every week, and I was like, I guess Patrick's going to win this deal.
Right?
But, we just put that behind us. And
so let's talk about racing at Thompson a little bit here. I'm just kind of going through the stats here. You had a streak here of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in a row, 7 out of 8 that you won at Thompson.
Yeah.
Late 2010s. What is it about that track that you like so much?
I've always run well there, no matter the crew chief. I think I've won there with 4 or 5 different crew chiefs over the years, maybe 4. And Ryan came on board. We won the first 6 in a row that Ryan was there, and we really shouldn't.
Unreal.
That streak is as much as just being in position and being lucky a little bit. You know, we won 8 races that year, but some of those were just luck. I think the first one to even get the streak started, Dowling jumps a start, and then McKennedy runs out of fuel, and we were like a 3rd or 4th place car and win. And then we got better and better, and then the streak kept going. It's like, whoa, we gotta we didn't try any harder, but it was like a little more pressure on ourselves, but just really comfortable there. And the race cars are always really good. That's one track similar to Riverhead. I can unload, you know, take the green in practice down the front straightaway, come off of turn 2 into 3, and I know right away, like, okay, we're good enough to win today. Like, you have that feel. The car gets in well, it turns well, you just stomp the throttle off of 4, and it's just there. You know, some days, you know, I've said at Riverhead one time in tour practice on the first lap of turn 1 and 2, I said, oh, we're going to win tonight. Like, I keyed the radio and said that. And that's how good our car was. So
right.
Sometimes you just know.
Yeah, I'm looking to see if anybody had a streak. That looks like that's a record on the tour.
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah, Richie Evans had 4. Jeff Fuller had 4.
This is wins at Thompson.
Yeah.
Straight.
Tour races, yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Steve Park had 4 in the mid-90s. Stefanik had 4 in the X6.
Yep. Doug did it too. Doug did 4.
Teddy had it, and then Doug did it. Yep, all 4.
Yeah.
And then you had 6. Yeah.
Didn't you just tie Teddy this year for wins on the tour?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
Teddy won a hell of a lot of races. It's not a lot of championships.
Well,
Yeah.
no, he passed Teddy and Reggie, right?
Yeah, we're second now all time.
Yeah.
That's
Teddy,
unbelievable.
we're 45, Reggie's 44, and Teddy's 42.